Mm-hmm. And we are live. Though I do find. Oh, it's only me. Wait to see if someone trickles in. But let's just prepare, as the stream title says. And of course, Tony the Cowardly Dog does not show. Like a typical man, or a little bitch he is. But this is to be expected. Because Tony is a coward, coping and seething in the corner when you want a man with his empire to fail. I do wonder. Does he not? It is rather interesting, one could say, right? Or, make some entertainment till someone shows. But when I digress, I literally digress here. I mean, Richard Emery is too chicken shit to show as well. I mean, imagine being a pussy and too scared to show. It must be really sucky now, by the way, to be them. The Eric July detractors now have nothing. Eric settled his lawsuit as predicted. Didn't lose. But you could be like Richard Emery and say he was settling is losing. Yes, making shitty comics like he does, and not in allying himself with an asshole who sucks at his streaming. That's something, isn't it? It's a great day. One could suggest. I mean, by all means, Because what was Mr. Tony's frog boy who's probably dilating right now with a burrito in his ass? Because that's what he does. He accuses others of doing things that he does himself. Which, rather interesting, isn't it? He's using the excuse he can't stream now because of, what is it, tonight? The AG9 supporter won't come on. Good God, sir. Imagine this. The man is such a pussy, he can't even do that. Like, you gotta understand, that seems par for the course for Tony currently. Why? Tony's just a coward, isn't he? He just wants to be that. He just can't. No, did he? It's like, it gets a little weird, doesn't it? He can't back what he does. He can't back up what he says. Right? I mean, you gotta admit this is weird, though. I think it is. They have nothing now. Oh, no. You see, they have nothing now. Right? It's sad. Tony dilates him, is probably attempting to find a narrative that he can spin this with. Oh, Eric July's gonna do. He had to settle. Oh, no. Forest Publishing broke his oath to be nice, which was about as sarcastic as his own failure of a life. It's a little weird, isn't it? if someone wants to be this way, and he's like, I look at it like, it's so strange. Why would he? Because he's just that. He has nothing. One day I will spruce this up, though. Probably soon. I mean, I was expecting Tony to come on in all his boisterous glory. Man, you're wrong. No, there's no wrong, is there? It's only right. If I were kind of an asshole, I would bring up his tweets. You know, I'll wait till some people get here, and I'll read his tweets. But I do hate talking about others and they're not here. I mean, it is. But my thing is, what can you do when they're cowards? They should show. You literally tag them. They don't want to come out and play. You know? I mean, hell, I'd like to see Tony address why he does his crap now, doesn't it? Like, he could have just gotten better. Could have not been an asshole for once. I mean, I like to see how Tony explains, though. I want to see him explain the one thing, you know? Just explain. If he could explain to me why the fact he doesn't have... I thought he said he earned $1,600 from his AdSense. Now it's $1,200? What's that? Someone's lying? Literally? So the man gets caught in a lie? I mean, you got to admit, that's a little weird, even by my own standards. I mean, I find that just weird. The dude's like, he's probably coping and seething right now, you know? He's up there. But it's just strange, right? He could just not be that, could he? Tony could just take his L like the man he claims he is. Nah. Tony doesn't, though. I mean, what's the narrative going to be now? He settled. I mean, I swear Tony's prediction was he's going to lose the ISM trademark. I mean, I thought that's what Tony was going to do. But no one's here to defend him. He doesn't even defend himself. Nah, you know he did? Here's what he did, though. The greatest part is he just went to Twit-Twat, or whatever he calls his own shit, then decides to and then he's just coping. Maybe his dumbass Mexican self actually went to learn Spanish, so he's not a dumbass. No. That's a dream. That is a dream. The dude's probably coping, right? You know, seething. Cope, seethe. As he dilates himself every day. Nah. Maybe he didn't figure out why he had to lie about that AdSense. I'm just like, $1,200? No. What? Enough of that. I'll see if anyone shows and it'll be more funner. Or I'll just get to them. Reminds me of something. You should come on. Nah. It's just like, he'll be streaming tonight because his little boy pussy got like a little into. His little pussy got penetrated, didn't it? And he's all mad. Excuses. Excuses, you see. I don't know if no one believes me, by the way. Because I'm going to take the night off on Friday. It's like, I'm going to take the night off. What is this? This man who claims he's something, doesn't he? Man, as if people never believe me. Understand. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see. Because no one seems to believe me. Let's take the look through here. Let's take the look through. Let's look at Mr. Tony's channel. You see this? 16 hours, right? And he sits here. I can't stream. The RIppaverse band said he wanted to come on tonight. You had to confirm. I can't do this anymore. I mean, what is this mess? Let me explain this, right? He goes, but I had inside information. No. What happened to your inside information, Tony? I thought you had it. This kind of makes you look like a hypocrite. A little bit of like a stupid person now, doesn't it? You could explain this, Tony. I want you to explain this. I mean, well, I'm here, right? You can also explain why he got a measly $1,200, right? No. This doesn't make sense. Like, why? He doesn't. It's stupid, isn't it? So no one believes me, right? This is one of the chief distractors right now. And he claims he's a Mexican frog, right? But he uses Latino-ness as a defense. I mean, he doesn't care. Even by an own stream, right, that I could probably find and pulled up that part. He can't even speak Spanish. I guess. Weird. So let's look at his videos. Let's look. You see? Gaming stream. This dude gets nothing. Right? All these subs, and he can't even get 10% to watch him play a video game. But someone comes and watches him do an ISOM thing or insult Eric July? Oh, no. He gets all these people. Oh, he talks about video games again. He doesn't get anybody. See, this is weird because I said the man doesn't get 10%. Doesn't make sense. And look, bad AI art. Oh, and he's gonna have the lolly loving girl on for anime hour. Yeah. Good luck. No one's gonna watch it. No one cares. I'm not gonna be mean. I won't pull up Mr. Embry's numbers. I mean, that looks weird. It looks strange. Why? Why on God's green earth does he do this? Tony, answer this. This is depressing. Where's all that hater energy? You should be doing good. TJ Laser didn't want to show again because, oh, that's right. They need a safe space. You know? You need that safe space. That's how they work. Safe space. He needs his safe space. You know? They're silent. Notice they're silent, right? Notice they are silent. You know? They're all quiet now, right? Why are they quiet now? It does beg the question. They got nothing. That was the one. They are basically trying to say like he had something. I mean, this is weird. Let me bring up Tony's greatest hits here. You know, and let's bring up Tony's greatest hits. Let's bring it up, you know? Let's. Let's bring up Tony's greatest hits. So this is Tony's on Twitter, right? Totally fine. You see? Look. 7 people, right? I hope you enjoy the adventures of ISO. Continue coping. Twitter at Geek Getaway. See, this is the one I really needed for this stream right here. This one. So, like, now, look at this. Look at Mr. Bacon. Look at Mr. Bacon here. And he lives in Eric July's neighbor, right? See, this is how you cope, right? This is honestly how you cope. Right here. You know, let's go to the comments, right? So, oh, look at this. Guess he lost again, right? He's keeping the name? Yeah. I just want people to see this. This is what Tony does. Tony is not a man. You know? He's just here. He's crying. Look, crying, yes. The dude cries. 1,200? I thought the man was at like 1,600 AdSense. Now, this is the funny part here, by the way. Tony got called out by Gail Simone as a weirdo. That's an own unto itself. You know? And by the way, how does this make sense, right? Someone explain this to me? Will this make sense? Nah. This is funny, by the way. Yeah, see, some of these people, right? He has nothing. It's depressing, right? Look, how does this make sense? Like, this is dumb. Like, Tony is sitting here being a dipshit. How is it bitch made to settle a lawsuit? Can someone explain that to me, Tony? Can you? It's not. It isn't bitch made, is it? It's not bitch made. Imagine something. It isn't bitch made. Now, what is bitch made is you, Tony. You are bitch made. You are bitch made entirely. You're entirely bitch made. Now, you are entirely bitch made. You know? Indeed. You're what we call a coward. A coward, yes. Now you're going to duck for cover now that the lawsuit failed in your own shit? It's all interesting how you're quiet. Yeah, so you resort to name calling? Why are you guys all quiet now? Can you tell me? I don't get it. It's pathetic. Look, Mr. Embry, you'll see this later. Your comic is ass. Right? Even Rakita came, by the way, said nothing. Yet EVS trying to do something. You know? Like, simply imagine. You know? What is it? Mr. Embry? I don't understand. Do you just have that? You have nothing. Oh, maybe because of that, right? Oh, I don't get it. Mr. Embry. Mr. Layton. You're all quiet. You have nothing. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Sad. Before you pipe, it's all funny. It's all funny, man. You're just like, I'm going to own the haters. Yeah. Nah, dude, you're owning yourself. Okay? Don't tell me otherwise, bro. You're owning yourself. It's kind of sad. Most people. It's just like Tony's gonna just be a bitch, apparently. Because that's what Tony does. Tony is what Tony is. Outlawed Thoughts is a separate, man. He's a fat guy. He goes, but I have family. I have family from feet up there. I have family. Bruh, no one knows who you are. No one knows who you and your Outlawed Thoughts dead channel is. I mean, my dude, it doesn't bother me. It's a little weird, isn't it? Leighton, right? You thought you could go on with Black Angus? And then you just want to prove a point? With Eric's hairy armpits or whatever? Yeah, dude. Like, you didn't think we didn't know that one, did you? Now, it gets a little weird, doesn't it? See, that's what I said. I don't like talking shit on Tony, and he's not here. But I'll still do it. I mean, Tony's a cashless shit who shoves burritos up his ass. That's fine. That's probably what he's doing. He's probably getting fatter as we speak. You know? He's putting that $1,200 to interesting use. Because he doesn't have anything. As he hides in his safe bubble. Because he has no material. See, this doesn't matter that if anyone likes RIppaverse. It's not my thing. Art's bland, like Richard Emery's comic. It's very bland to me. These people don't get it. I don't think they do. He's like, well, I'm going to be a hater. Well, look. Tony's a clown. Once you learn he's a clown and gets treated as such. You must treat him like the chaotic clown he is. He doesn't deserve it. It's kind of what he does. It's the one person going in and out. It doesn't hurt my feelings, though. But this is I told you so, Tony. Now, the narrative is going to be from these guys. They're going to say, but he settled. Look, Vito has nothing. Vito has nothing. Now, I say weirdly, right? It doesn't make any sense, does it? Which could be because Tony's a dumbass. But what did Tony think was going to happen here, though? I'm rather curious. I mean, what did Tony think was going to happen? I'm kind of curious in this. Tony thought that we were going to have, he was just going to be a, what, smart? Nah, Tony's not smart. As I say, this is usually just free flow. I mean, to quote RIppaverse Goalposts, why is the man quiet? They're all quiet. It's like someone murdered a loved one. You know? It's just weird to me. I mean, if you think of like how it works, like, this is crazy, isn't it? I don't get it, isn't it? It's weird. It's strange. They got nothing. They're just mad. They're juvenile. We will win. Oh, it's okay, I'm sure Tony can have another person watch him for some reason. Nah, that just doesn't work. You see? Indeed. Like the propaganda here. He thinks, his propaganda failed, didn't it? It all failed. won't like it. You know? Interesting. It looks like a nice game's gonna live at 40 degrees for a while. No discontent. So I guess if I just literally don't overwork my workers, right? Huh. See, this is the second time I've done this particular playthrough. I finished up the game from the other day, right? But I lost out to the Londoners. Well, not really. I lost people, but hope remained high enough that most of them stayed. Game's a fickle little beast at times. It's strange. But I'm also did the no tent run thing, so the no tent run is what I was doing. But I can make up for it, though. I am going to have to find a way to keep people because injuries are going to eat me alive. Ooh, there's a really big drop. First Londoner convinced to stay. I mean, they got plenty of food, work. Yeah, this game's a little bit autistic in a way. Well, like Tony claims he is. But in reality, I'm trying to actually doing a little bit better. I'm sure what I did differently. I want to know what I did different. I am so curious what I did different. Unless it was just guard towers, and people doing better. Then again, it's always a very fickle little thing. You can turn it at a drop of a dime. See, Tony, what's going to happen to you is this anti-Eric July energy that you've been trying to cultivate. It's going to turn on you. It already has, in fact. I mean, in a way. It's still cold. Hold on. I mean, it is weird to me. Oh, hell. Yay, the event. Yes, we have. See, you can go child labor, but it gets weird, though. I guess it's easier, right? Using them as. I am a little behind in research, though. I will be. I'll be slightly behind. But I do need that. I guess lucky, though. I mean, my colon's income is a little bit supplemented. I can keep discontent down. It's strange, right? Oh, so that's an experiment. That doesn't work. Living nearby. Oh, so that's fucking pointless. Yeah, it is. No buildings affected in range. Huh. That's a dream. So let me save stuff right there. I should have known better about that. That's pointless, isn't it? I mean, that is not going to work. So, yes. I guess, it's not cheesing it. It's like the faith route. I mean, people living nearby. I am going to have to crack open like 3 more houses, aren't I? I do need to research the next tier of houses to save myself some stiff. Because it is going to get very, very cold. But as I said, I am going to predict Tony's next. They're going to say Eric July settled. We told them to settle. Nah, dude. Look, dumb bitch. Everyone settles. Most people settle. It's also so they can just do an NDA gag order. I mean, so that's actually funny on lawsuits. People don't think about that. Makes me wonder. So I could do an amplifier. So I can keep discontent down this way. Indeed. I see the path. I see the path. Indeed. I don't know why I didn't think about this before, because I kept trying to overwork my people, and it's a little weird. It's true. I mean, I guess I was also treating him like Tony is, That's how you treat popular little idiots, I guess. I need more children's homes, though. Where am I going to crack open more children's homes? They are memes. See, they're different size buildings, too. That makes no sense. See, that's stupid. Literally dumb. That is dumb. I mean, that's asking for more crap if something comes knocking, though. I mean, winter comes knocking kind of thing. A little bit. But this game's always in a perpetual state of winter. Frozen like a lot of these people's testosterone. And didn't he say Tony said he could? Huh. Tony's like, yeah. We go. 150 wood, but I need to get the research up on these people. I need steel, really, but to be honest, what is that? Steel is going to be off to the other side. Or I think steel's over here. Who do I have? I have the children incoming. Frozen Grove. I think it's over there. See, I could probably keep 10-hour shifts and be fine. I say that. you know. But I will need my automatons. I'm going to try to keep this a little while unless anyone shows up, because shit talking on a man who doesn't want to defend himself is really bad. You know? He just wants to be this way, doesn't he? Maybe he's hate watching Eric for Cannon's sake, isn't he? He's hate watching him, isn't he? What do you bet? He's hate watching. What do I imagine, though? It's strange, isn't it? We'll see how quiet he stays. See, it's funny how Eric's on it for Cannon's sake right now, saying about the settlement. He didn't lose the name. But it's so weird. I could eat my words here too, but I don't have to with Tony around. Tony's just gonna cope and seethe and dilate because he can, right? He can't help it. It's a little weird, isn't it? He'll die, you know? Not to steal his phrase. It's brother Sonny. It's just funny to do, okay? I mean, Tony's people only care about the drama around him. I mean, Richard Embry could have just sold his comic, but he chose not to, didn't he? You know? No. Richard Embry is a fucking breed apart, isn't he? He lost his narrative. You know? See, I need more cores. See, I want to go automatons this run, too. That means I need 15 automatons. Which... good. Infirmaries researched. See, steel. I should, right? I got a couple of days till that really hardcore freeze. Now, this is a little work. See, I don't know. I will need that. Coal mine, steam coal mine, yes. The only good thing about automatons is moving through the tiers is probably going to be the idea. I mean, I should try to stack a bunch of raw food and just while I have it, but I'm at 319. I mean, a couple of deaths, but logistically, if you just babysit this game, it's fine. It's a good chill game. It's surprisingly. I mean, I think I got the build order. It's very funny. Build order seems about right. 460, 300 raw food. I did kind of wish there was generic resource storage versus this. I mean, what am I getting? 550 a day. I never have to overwork them. But people, patience, you know, they are just awful. Man, to be fair here, like, I should just build a couple more orphanages, because I'm going to wind up like 100 of them, which is weird. You know what? Let's plan ahead. Usually you wind up with like a bunch. So, instead of child labor, they usually help my other. So, you know, the only problem with this route, instead of having the shrines, is we lose, it's weird. It's like strange runs. I mean, a lot of this exterior work is going to go away because I'm not going to have, like, see, everything has to be built along roads, okay? It's worse. It's just a little bit. I mean, see, tier 2, I need my 1s. I mean, what's gonna catch up to me is this. The quicker I am ahead, the better. But I am going to have to start building bigger resources. So, as I said, Forest Publishing, you know, Richard Embry, I'll have to show him as well. You know, this guy, you know, he's like, he does this. It's like Forest Publishing, right? So let me say here. Where's this? And find Forest Publishing. Okay. Good. Well, let's discuss. Right? Well, let's go over. Shall we? Shall we? Think of it this way. No. Let's see. Let's see. This is Forest Publishing, right? A big fat Mexican guy who is beyond one Reese's Pieces or burrito away from death. You know? His artwork is generic, right? Because if you look this up, it looks generic. See, as I had a conversation with LG in the background one day. This looks like Lady Death back in the day. You know? It's generic. This is why I don't like the look. You see like the Lady Death art here? This is bland, but it's not on the scale of it, right? At least Lady Death had some features, you know? Like this. It says a lot. It literally says a lot, you know? But this is like, at least the characters look good. Forest Publishing is bland. And I mean, if you go to his backers, right? Go support my backers. This is my backers. Let me see. My backers, right? Go to my comic. Right? Let's go check out his Twitter, you know? Let's check out his Twitter. Let's see. Look how he copes and seeds, right? Come on. Look how he copes and seeds in his replies. And it's like here, you know? So I'm replying something earlier, though. Let me see if I can find his post. See, he's gone radio silent as well on the whole Eric July thing. See, this is why people who usually shit reposts. Why we shit reposts? This is a problem with someone like him. You know? The dude basically has 100 backers, right? He just hit 100 backers. Yeah, give me a break. No one wants your bland-ass comic. See, it's like, I may have to go back down days. Yes. You have to find it, but I know it's here, though. Like, he calls himself a writer, but his writing looks like shit, too. See? Look at this. Coping and seething, right? The dude basically can't take anything. You know? It's depressing. The man was like, Eric lost. Let's see this, right? You know, Mr. Bacon's still coping and seething. Look how quiet. See this right here. They're quiet, right? You see? More of Tony's coping and seething right here. Adequate settlement to a different thing. So if he's keeping it and he isn't, right? It's a little weird. You should just, you know, he lost. He's mad. He has nothing. See, this is Outlawed Thoughts channel, okay? Dude, fat, thick-rimmed glasses, lives in Alaska, right? Look at his recent views, right? 320 subs. No one, man. Look, Tucker Richard, nobody, bud. Like, dude ain't doing shit. 1 month ago. Let's take a look at his videos. 49. Yeah. Think about it. It's strange, isn't it? So I say, look, that's what we're dealing with here. Really gray. Look, he calls himself an actual ANCAP libertarian. Right? He gets no views. Well, let's go look at his Twitter. Okay? This is the same crusty asshole who decides to go on. He lives in Alaska. Good. Look at this shit. Man's a political wannabe. He looks like he swallowed food or fat. He could basically do it. He could probably feed a family of bears. You know? Literally. He could feed a family of bears. Dude, I'm not even to. But I bet the guy has a special helmet as well. You know? He doesn't. It's weird. He's a conspiracy theorist, right? He's like, well, I hate this shit. Well, it's very sad, isn't it? He's like, well, let's talk about it. He gets like 24 views. No one cares. I mean, these people, they don't get anything. They just don't. It's depressing. So as I say, this is weird. So the prediction I will state is, as I said, they're gonna move the goalpost. And it's gonna be like, well, he lost. I mean, this is depressing. You know, Tony has no more narratives. Nothing. Nothing at all. But I will let this file play because it is funny.
What's up, y'all? I'm Eric July, the founder and owner of the RIppaverse. Today, I have some fantastic news, but first, let me set the scene. As many of you know, there was an active lawsuit between us and Good Shepherd Ministries. Good Shepherd Ministries was founded in the 1990s by Reverend Dr. Berwin Gilfillan, and he continues as its leader to this day. Good Shepherd has an international school of ministry and registered its trademark ISOM many years ago for its various activities and efforts in its ministries. The RIppaverse has a character by the name of Avery Sealman. His heroic name is ISOM, and it is not an acronym. ISOM is named after a real person whose name was Isom Knox and is my great-great-great-grandfather. He was born way back in the 1800s. Some of this dispute played out in public, and of course everybody had their opinions on what they wanted to be the outcome. Despite this being such a hyper-divisive world, two men of God were able to come to a mutually beneficial, simple understanding. There are no losses here, and neither the RIppaverse nor Good Shepherd admit to any wrongdoing. As this played out, both parties understood that it was best we resolve this outside the courts, especially as Christian men. Let me explain some things. Both Dr. Gilfillan and I wanted to resolve this amicably. And the more we converse, the more obvious the common ground is. They respect our business and what it is that we've accomplished as independents, and the RIppaverse has no issues with Good Shepherd and finds their mission to be admirable. So regardless of the circumstances that brought us here, we made the most of it. We sought to further ensure the distinction between Good Shepherd's International School of Ministry, ISOM, and the RIppaverse character known as ISOM. Both parties will continue to do their own thing, staying in their own separate and unique lanes. We both have agreed to take steps to avoid any confusion between our respective future uses of ISOM. However, the RIppaverse maintains that there was never any actual confusion in the first place. We only come to this conclusion due to the willingness of both parties to resolve this amicably, and we wish each other well in our respective future endeavors.
So, boys and girls, well, welcome, LG. Welcome. See, no one wanted to show LG. It's sad. I tagged Richard Embry. I tagged them. They don't want to come on. Yet they want to cope and seethe. It's depressing. One could suggest. I mean, of course, LG, we've seen their crickets. Did you actually see the thing? What Tony did? Tony has a whole thing. He is sitting here. You know? I know. It's okay. I was really hoping he would show. I was hoping. See, this is actually how you get people tagged, right? You know? It's funny. See, welcome, LG. I work in my element. I will one day have a more fancier setup. Feel free to go back and watch his best. See, even when, and I often don't agree, like, CLG, color me weird, right? Isn't it strange how these people caused all this drama? They're like, Eric July was going to have to lose his name. No, they haven't either. Nothing. All Tony's done is lose his shit on Twitter, with a tiny violin. It's funny, by the way. I'll have to show it, right? Because that's the actual video, right? Because they're like, oh, Eric July. I was like, Eric was just talking on his thing. It's true, isn't it? Yes. While you're here, I want your opinion. I want your opinion on something. What do you think of Tony's recent Twitter escapades? What do you make of this? Hold on. I'm a little bit. Sometimes I just wish you could do. Right? Hold on. Let's go. Let's go this way. I don't care if they see my old. Look at this. Look, man. Look how inactive this motherfucker is right now. I want this explained right here. Can you explain this to me? Like, look at this. Didn't he say he had 1,600? But this is what was deposited. Now it's 1,270. Sorry, I'll leave it to you because I have to do this on screen. I have the game on the other. See, this is the one I needed for this. This is the one I wanted. Because he goes, I hope you enjoy your adventures of ice, huh? Well, that ain't going to happen now, is it? Right? Congratulations on protecting it. This man is literally melting down. And here's obviously actual fandom. Like, what is this? Does this make sense? This is not the same energy, right? That makes nothing. I don't get it. This was like 24 hours. This is his only own. People can go through this. This is funny. See, Vito told him to settle out of court. Oh, no. So, yeah. What do you call taxes? Do you think that's taxes? I know you blocked him, LG. I know you did. I don't block people. It's mean. That's mean to block people. It's just cruel, isn't it? That's kind of cruel, don't we believe? So, say, by the way, you have your Metroidvanias. Well, but correct me if I'm wrong, right? See, actually, I screwed up on this run. So, but I have to get rid of these. I'm not going to lose them, so it's the workers. The idea, right? I mean, I let Renown do his own stuff, and I hate delivering Christmas I told you so's to people. I think you would as well. It's a little weird. It's a little strange. It's a little mean to do. Because correct me if I'm wrong, Leighton hasn't said anything. Nothing out of Tony's camp at all. There hasn't been anything. It's like, explain this to me. You know? I would invite you on, but if you wanted to come on, but you're probably busy. The guy basically is. You're right. See, I'm cruel. You just saw my other one. I mean, Sheshrin's happy she's going to go on her anime hour. I mean, she literally reviews cultivator animes. Okay. Right? So let me explain this. I'm going to explain this. This is really fucking hilarious because I know it's going to look weird. This looks weird when you do this. This looks very strange. Hold on a sec. I have to do this otherwise because it looks just fucking awkward. Right? Bear with me. My work. Now, okay. Benefits of dual screen. I do not know how anyone who doesn't do this. You know, I've always worked. So, nice. Nice. So, now, I don't want to dox myself either. Sometimes. My problem is I have way too many tabs. So, you know Sheshrin, who's a shipper, right? Who likes anime? She basically reviews manhwas, right? Let me show you this. She reviews manhwas, right? This is what she does. And here's what I said. She has a bunch of manhwas she does. Okay. Now, I want you to see this, LJ. She is watching a just for the record, she is watching a thing on apothecaries, right? Every single manhwa is about either a doctor or an apothecary. Something going on, right? Villainous, the gamer, some eat shitty Sakai. Every single manhwa. I should have tagged her. This is like, oh, someone's a medic character. Okay. Yeah. Take your normie trash and go away. Right? This is something I wish people could see. This is all stuff that gets updated. All Chinese manhwas are all cultivators. Oh God, I can't wait for her shitty ass takes. So, okay, LG, question for you. LG, do you think that it's weird when you ship a... Okay, are you familiar with Inuyasha? Probably not. Shishomaru and the girl he rescued from the bandits. You're familiar with that one? She was a little girl, right? Sheshrin fan is a fan of shipping of the Sheshrin, Shishomaru and Rin, and they get married and they have kids. He rescued her and groomed her under that. And she sees nothing wrong with that. What does that make you? A lolly defender. That's fan fiction shipping. Am I right? That would make you a lolly. Isn't that backwards? Right? No. You can go check her channel, and she's like, she's doing some apothecary stuff. I just show people. Go look at the recent ones. It's all full of gay stuff. Cultivators. She's acting like this is normal. You know? I mean, Moonshine Princess. You know? It's crazy. Because as I said, right? That little $1,200 stipend. Where does it go? Look at this. Look at this one. See about this. What makes you think of this? Think of this. LG. What? No, be like a lolly in that at the point. What do you make of this? Right here. What do you make of this? He got called a weirdo. Tony got called a weirdo. Do you see this? By Gail Simone. He got ratioed. No. Doesn't show. Hold on. Does it not show? Hold on. Let me see. Sorry, a little bit. I just shared it. Wrong screen, yes. Ugh. You see this? He got ratioed by Gail Simone. Yes. He got ratioed. Showed this to Renowned. Thought it was funny. Remember when he got ratioed by RIppaverse? He didn't know how to cope to this, did he? You know? See, this is Leighton's friend, by the way. Right here. This is pretty funny. Yeah. She did. She ratioed him as well. Let's see, look at this. See, this is in the last 24 hours, by the way. This is true, isn't it? This is funny. So how is this an own? This is him melting down in like the last 24 hours, right? It's money, right? Nothing. See, look at this. Supposedly he's getting money from Google AdSense. Because I could swear, right? He said he was getting 1,600. Of course they've been seething. They have nothing. He's lost his narrative. They have nothing. So correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't we say? You're right. You know what he said about Renown? Renown's getting like $3 a video. See, out of court settlements are a thing, dipshit. What did we say? I told you this. It was going to be settled out of court. But losing 30% of his income, though. So if AdSense is that, right? See that right here? This is just molding. I'm pretty sure he's just molding. See? This is it. This is hilarious. I mean, Richard Embry did have a tweet here at some point. Yeah, no, he's trying to do the victim, yes. So you may have him blocked, but I don't find the need to block him. And I think it's fun. The giant I told you so, right? Mr. Richard Embry, right? They're all quiet now. You're awful. Oh, you did. You're different than me. Me and Vincent like the coal mines. Physically. We like making fun of him. What's so funny is Mr. Bacon's melting down as well. Look at this, right? This is all he got. He doesn't have anything. Right? These people are all melting down for no reason. No reason. They created drama for no reason. Let me see something. So be thankful you don't have a cat that just, yes, you don't like human food, but you will eat certain stuff because you're just weird. Hold on. I'll drag it over here. Look. It's kind of funny how he's... Look. Where do we see here? This is his, the coping and seething, right? Oh, God. Ah, God, flashbanged. Look at this. You know? Oh, fuck, screw it. I'm not going to give my own. Well, yeah, I would, but... Thank you. I don't care. Go away. I know. I got flashbanged myself. I actually run in dark mode for reasons. See, look at this post. I know. It's 10 comments, right? Look at Mr. Bacon. He calls him a host, right? So, like, Mr. Bacon, right? He's like, well, this is this, right? It's interesting how he quotes Mr. Eric here. Who's a better DJ than you? Don't hate me. That's what you said to Eric the other day. You're gonna make me choke. You're literally gonna make me choke. That's awful. Let's see what this tweet is. This is DJ Eric. Christ. I'm assuming everything's all good now. Good Lord. I shared once something and it broke. This is what happens when you do things. Don't tempt fate. I think that's what it is, LG. Don't. See, you're supposed to do this in Chrome, you know? I understand why. I get it. I understand. But Firefox does have some crashes. So, yes. I meant to show a DJ. Oh. Yeah. See. Anyways. So. And see, when you do this, you have to relog back into fucking everything. It's all great. It's wonderful, right? Here we are. I know, that's what I did. I screwed up. I said I was like, I'm going to do it this way. Jesus. See, look at the lovely response, right? This is true. He is the better TJ than you. See how Mr. Bacon here is coping? It's rather funny, don't you think? I would love to talk to Mr. Bacon. I guess it's the karma gods making fun of me. No, he makes DJs. No, you forget, though. The inside joke is he DJs gay clubs. Okay? That's what he does. He's also the gay man who speaks on women's rights. So, you see how this works? There's no good answer to these people. There's no good answer, right? See, he does this because is RIppaverse. It's this, right? It's like this right here. Cope Seed, Epic's Hair Ministry, right? What did we say initial? Isome and Isome are different. And Tony was like, oh. What did we say? It was a thing over. Isome capital versus Isome name. Even Rakitas said this is going to go away. Now, right? See, the same way, right? He's like, well, I'm paraphrasing. 2 Minute God worked it out. You see in the video unto itself. These people are like, you know. See, he called DJ Eric's that, right? Yeah. There was no brand confusion. Somebody just tried to make up crap. Right? They've been negotiating. I think the other day they said they were trying to wait out because he was selling them merchandise, right? Well, see, I would ask because you don't watch their content for reasons. You don't get that cancer. There were like, and then just 2 days ago, there was a thing. He questioned their faith. See this? This is the coping, right? We always said it was going to get settled. Now, by the way, This is the classy response from DJ Eric. You know, you gotta understand here. Don't you call this a classy response? LG, your opinion, is this classy? Or just trashy? This is trashy, right? These people don't have taste. They don't. Color me wrong. How could you have brand confusion? I don't get it. Good point. Good point. Now let's just side by side here. You know, some people I'm professional. You literally have to actually look this up, right? Let's see something. Well, let's conduct an eye test here a second. Let's conduct an eye test. Oh, let's do this. There you go. Let's conduct an eye test, okay? So if anyone watches this in post, or let's do this. So, how do you confuse this? Right? Hats. Guess this is all as alpha. So this is ISOM, right? Ministry, right? Guess if they get a boost now. ISOM, right? Now, let's look at ISO. Does this look the same? In this eye test, color me weird. They wanted him to fail. Right? What's funny is if you look up ISOM, look, two different, right? Oh. So weird. Avenue. ISOM 1 campaign. Oh. It doesn't make sense now, does it? It doesn't. So what is it? See, so LG, what is going to be their next goalpost they move? By the way, you think? They're just going to say he settled? Yeah, even Rekieta said that. Even Rekieta said that. I mean, it's like they didn't have anything. You know? It's so weird. Don't you agree it's weird? Oh yeah, the next major. Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? He's dead. You see, yes. That's what they're doing. It's very funny. This is a little weird, isn't it? You know? They're all quiet. Every one of them. Vito is quiet. You know? I don't understand this. Why don't you keep the same energy? Thank you, Julius. At least I'm not getting screwed over by pure RNG, but... yeah. So they're going to go after the fan base, right? That's what they're going to do. Got no choice now. Oh, shit. I do need to save right here. I need to save before I go over there. I actually can fail. I have things invested in that team. But, like... well, he's going to go for you or Renown. By the way, you're familiar with Darkseid, right? They were calling him Apocalypse. Which, by all means, it's pretty funny. That was Hold the Truth Hostage the other day. Hold the Truth Hostage was calling... thank you, Cat. Could you move? Lay down. Yes. Mm-hmm. I love how I cannot place things. Yes, you're going to go wander off my desk. See? People remove the scuff, but it's like, yes. My cat who wants to sleep in front of my monitor decides to stretch. He doesn't... Hostage didn't know the difference between Apocalypse and Darkseid, but he fixed it in post. Using what? I full intend for them to come after me. I mean, I have my own little plan. Think I'll be alone. People think I'm alone in my corner. Unlike Richard Embry, I actually have allies. You know? CLG, this is like a puzzle, right? It's a little weird. Oof. I'm trying to set something up for later. See, I got that. What do you mean? They're going to try to call him Camelot? Just call him Camelback or whatever? The son that no one liked? Huh. Nah, that shit ain't gonna... that shit's not gonna happen. Like, they're gonna have to shift the narrative. Now we just gotta focus on Vito now, don't we? You know? Vito, where's a super killer? You know? But see, I'm forced to sit here and shit on him. And I mean, I feel like I'm shitting on a defenseless child. But at the same time, Tony knew this tag existed. He could have shown his ass up. Oh, yes, no. That's if we're lucky. Now, I gotta give it to Renown. Renown is, like, taking it to him. Okay? Renown is correct. We should have started that tag sooner. You know what I mean? Q2, yes. I mean, but look how Tony was, not Tony, but Vito was that. Even Dick was seething. Like, he has nothing, you know? And then all we have to do is wait on Well, true. But that's why I said defenseless child. But okay, but I think I'm not. I don't misunderestimate people. Oh, you're the one that started that tag? Oh no. That's so cruel. Really? See, I got to get you. Oh. See. Yeah. I mean, you should go back and play what I said earlier. It's pretty scathing. It's like TJ Laser was like the other day. I'm like, yeah, he won't deal with me. I'm like, huh. By the way, I pretty much call this an autism simulator. Well, yeah, that would be a phrase I say. How can you be so cruel and not so yet so brave? Ugh. Yeah, I think I solved my discontent issues. I'm just not dramatically. See, that's why I say, right? I don't know, right? I mean, I'm sure Tony would say I was streaming to nobody except for you. What's funny is I had like 7 or 8 views post the other day. Probably from you and others. That's more than mine. I mean, think about it. Mr. Layton, right? He's not even getting 10% views. They are all going to hang out on Tony's stream. They're going to have nothing. That's basically what they're going to do, right? They're going to go there. They're going to go hang out. Yes. Indeed, I'll probably get off here at about 9:30. But it's good. I was seeing if anyone did. I may have to move this like an hour. Because it works for us, but it doesn't work for others. I don't know who the other person is lurking. We stick around. Right. It is interesting here. Fortunately, you don't know who the other people are watching. But feel free, as I say. Excuse me, randomly shitting on people. But yeah, Tony's a weird one. They're going to try to move the goalpost. He's going to try to explain why his monetization dried up. How do you go from 1,600? But yes, as I say, back to normal, right? I just sit here. No children working. Chilly. Really? Hope will fall silently. Look. Yes, I'm sure. Let it. But, no, I say. But there's nothing more I can say. People just need to go back and rewatch. Okay. You guys are assholes. I don't have discontent right now. Now the game wants to go, how are you going to create events when I don't have events? But if anyone wants to, as I said, they should go back, look at the beginning. It's very funny, because the narrative is going to change now, isn't it? We're just going to move the goalpost and say that that's going to catch up to me later. Really? Oh, the re-abandoning. Thank you. Good looking hard. What is... I haven't researched that tree yet. Ah, that's what I need. Yes. So that expands the heat zones. That takes that down. This improves heaters. I got 3 days. But, as I say, just people go back and look. I'll probably end it here soon, though, just because it's about a 2-hour mark. But, for anyone in the future who watches this, as I say, I know I'm a little rambly, but go back and look. It's going to be rather interesting. But watch them move the goalpost. They'll be quiet. They'll say Eric settled. Be all depressed. Vito won't know what to do with his life. They're going to move it along. They'll attack the fan base. They'll basically say he settled, but they'll forget they said they wanted Eric to fail. Because that was the plan, wasn't it? ISOM and that, and I don't have anything. Because it's strange, isn't it? When you hate on something so much, you want it to fail. And when it doesn't happen, and when everything the person said, right? Everything we said, we all said that it was... I can't get rid of that yet. You sons... I'm so glad I have a bunch of engineers. So it's just annoying. Annoying game. Cool. Yay. But I forgot I have all these events that are about to hit me. 2 days, really? Let's go be annoying. Actually had a team lose something the other day when I had to get into Tesla City, basically. Theoretically, that's a interesting thing. But back to my closing statement. They are going to basically say Eric lost by settling, not realizing that people settle all the time. Now, the question is settling, right? Because you have like the Fox News settling when Rupert Murdoch lawsuit, if anyone ever wants to go look that up. That led to a lot of restructuring. Even though Gretchen Carlson basically didn't have a case, they still settled. But it still led to them saying that there was rampant possible sexism there. And, of course, it led to O'Reilly leaving. And I guess it was just, we're going to have to prevent. You have that kind of restructuring, and then you just have stupid. See earlier, the eye test I conducted. It makes no sense. ISO Ministries versus ISO. right? That's a different subject matter altogether. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It would color me weird, right? I'm gonna have to adjust this later when my heaters get upgraded. But yeah, it's weird because people don't understand. That means gag orders. But everyone said that it was going to get settled. He was going to keep the name. But then they're going to act like they didn't say this at all. I mean, Vito doesn't know what to do anymore. Dick doesn't know. Mr. Embry here doesn't know either. Tony doesn't know what to do either. All these people, Tony's so deflated he has nothing to do tonight. I mean, it's weird. They're going to move the goalpost. They'll find another way to attack Eric July. Whoa, that's right. Tony's still going to find a way to monetize him. Let's see. This is going to be interesting. But that whole tagline that Eric's an idiot doesn't. Then Riley takes back, doesn't have anything on Cannon's sake anymore. I mean, the way I want to talk about Riley, I can't really do on YouTube because he's just weird. That's not even right, because that's just picking on a handicapped kid. I mean, I may have a disability that I won't name, but dear God, that man picking on him is worse. I won't even point people that direction. But you can check out these creators. They're going to be coping and seething. You check the tags. And they didn't even want to come defend themselves. Either A, they didn't have anything to defend themselves with, or they were just going to take their L and move along. And I'm not going for the own. I don't want to go for the own. I don't like my I told you so's. Ooh, I got it. Yay. I got it. I didn't die. It's an RNG event. Okay, now I gotta move this. Hi, guys. Sorry, I need you to go here. That means I'm gonna have to. There you go. Yep. But they're just gonna move the goalpost or find another narrative. You know? They don't really have anything. I just think it's weird because, as I said, random. They took the L. And you can go check their Twitters, go check them. They were so brave. Like, oh, Eric doesn't do this. It's like LG was in the chat earlier. He's one of my friends. It's like, yeah, he doesn't understand, right? These are people, we deal with this. But I'm like, sure, I don't want these people to fail. I mean, shit. If Tony stuck to what he was, but now he's centered around RIppaverse, he's going to have to recenter his content. He's been shitting on Eric for 3 months. He's got to refocus his content. At least Richard Embry, can kind of refocus his own, and that's for his publishing. Leighton doesn't have anything. That means his shit's got to come to a crawl. It's weird. Meanwhile, I move forward. I will have some stuff. I'll just do random stuff here. Whoever watches it, watches it. This is just a hobby for me. Call it an outlet. But as I said, I'm usually just a producer of data, right? Eventually, I need to build up a different computer that I can stream other stuff. But I've been playing this for a while recently. And I do recommend it. It's a fun little a lot of logistics in this game. But you gotta understand, it just is a nice. I don't understand. Like, sometimes, but preference this. When I say I don't understand why people like to go against a narrative unless they find a hill to die on. I mean, I've had my weird hills I'll die on. But Tony and them dying on a hill that is completely undefendable, that's like setting yourself up on a battlefield that's just not worth it. And they now have nothing. Their whole narrative was ISOM was going to take the ISO ministries were going to take everything, Eric for everything. And let's hypothetically say they play this off as a joke. Okay? Let's say they do. Just do. That doesn't make sense. You just move the goalposts more. You know? I don't do this to get rich. Dear God, I make more than Tony does in his $20 an hour job. And the guy's lazy as shit. The man says he made $1,600. Or something else, and it evaporated down to like $1,200. That must have been taxes. You know? Even if I do it. Hold on a sec. Maybe those like quick math. What do we say? Quick math here. But it's a little weird, isn't it? So, like, well, yeah, the tax man got him. And that's not even the beginning. So all those taxes, Tony lost all that Google AdSense. And that's down from the prior month. What do you think that $1,200 buys, you know? The guy lives in Chicago, okay? The tax rate. You can see my previous video stream I did on him. But yeah, this is just what I'm saying. These people exist. I don't want them to fail. I'm just, be accountable for your actions, okay? That's all I'm asking. And I tagged them, so if they say I'm talking shit about them, I'm not. I gave them a whole chance to come on. I have argued with Tony, Vincent Martin, LG. We've all argued with this man. He doesn't take a hint. But when he moves the goalposts again, I'll be there. He's quiet as a cricket. It's like a person in his family died. You can look at his own Twitter. He's just attacking people now. So, as I said, it's about a 2-hour mark. Eventually, I'll spruce this up. But, to anyone, I wish you a good day and a very Merry Christmas. I might actually, or Happy Holidays, depending on what part of the world you live in. Because Christmas shouldn't be offensive. But feel free to subscribe. Subscribe if you want. You don't have to. Without my admiration. I do work with others, and I'm pretty sure I'll just figure that. Sorry for the mess, though, today. And cutting out in the stream. But that's StreamYards. And with that, I am out.